So yesterday I walked into Hawaiian Island Stamp and Coin in downtown Honolulu, and I asked, "Do you have any Kingdom of Hawaii coins?" And the man at the counter said, "Of course I do. I wrote the book on them." Little did I know I was speaking to Donald Metcalf, who is the co-author of this book, which is the guide to Hawaiian money and exonumia. He's a bit of a legend. He's an expert in all sorts of Hawaiiana, not just coins, currency, and exonumia, but metals, historical artifacts. He's spoke at the University of Hawaii. Iolani Palace hits him up to appraise historical items that they acquire, and it was a great conversation. He brought a book from the back that contained every copy of Kalakaua coinage that exists. And there was a 50 cent or hapalua piece that spoke to me, and this is the one I got. So all Kingdom of Hawaii coins bear the date of 1883, although some were minted in 1884. And this was under the reign of King Kalakaua. And this was when the Kingdom of Hawaii was at its peak as far as its status among nations. King Kalakaua was a bit of a polymath. He could write poetry, he could compose music, he was well versed in the military arts, been abroad everywhere, always treated as a peer by other heads of state. Forward thinker, he's the one who famously put the electric lights in Iolani Palace before the White House had electricity. So while he was king in 1883, he minted the Kingdom of Hawaii's first coins, which were designed by the U.S. Mint's chief engraver at the time, Charles Barber. And we all know who he is. They were minted in San Francisco. 400,000 of these particular coins, the 50-cent pieces, were minted. Later, when the Kingdom of Hawaii was overthrown by nefarious forces from the United States and then annexed into a U.S. territory, they sought to recall and melt down all of the coins. So they managed to get all but about 80,000 of these and melt them down. So circa 1903, only 80,000 of these particular coins were left, and I'm sure a lot more have been lost to history. So these are rare, and if you see one in the wild, if you want a true piece of history, I would highly advise picking one up. You can see the Charles Barber style on Kalakaua's face here, but unlike Barber's stuff for the U.S. coins, he gets really intricate with the hair and beard. Much less blocky. He's really flexing his skills on this. It's a beautiful coin, beautiful engraving. On the back, around the rim, Ua Mau Ke Ea Oka Aina Ikapono. I've heard other YouTubers try to pronounce that, and I just wanted y'all to hear how it's supposed to sound. The life of the land is perpetuated in righteousness. State motto. Hapalua, that's what they called the half dollar. Hapa meaning half. He had a lot of exonumia in his shop. Tokens like from the sugar plantation days in Hawaii, where the workers would be issued tokens redeemable at the plantation shop, for flour, bread, staples, that sort of thing. and other various tokens of historical significance. And I'd actually been meaning to branch out into exonumia. I was reading an article in PCGS publication recently about cathedral tokens in Europe, how the cathedral was the de facto social hub of the town or the region. Everyone would go there for weddings and funerals, and they would hand out cathedral tokens that became sort of a secondary currency. And though they're just tokens and not coins, they're items of historical significance. And he has a lot of that too. So I'll definitely be back, and I would like to acquire some that's featured in the book and talk about it. That's all for now. Cheerio.